So West Kelowna Fire Chief Jason Brolin wanted to touch base with you on the fire that we saw over the weekend above the Rose Valley Reservoir. As soon as people saw that fire, it sounds like your crews jumped on it really quickly.
We had a ton of phone calls to 911, which we're very appreciative of, because when the phone starts to ring off the hook like that, we know it's the real deal, and we're able to get very good information so we can pinpoint where the fire is and get there quick.
So this is not a structure fire. This is a forest fire, but it's in your community, and it was your guys that got started building the fire guard, I understand?
Yeah, well, it started out as a report of smoke that had been cited, and like I say, multiple reports coming in, so we know that something was happening. Our guys were able to access, kind of our predetermined points when we get a fire in that area, and quickly get an overview of the situation. They saw it was burning on the opposite side of the reservoir, so we had crews normally in that type of situation go to both ends of the reservoir. So the ones at the north end had the closest road access, and they hiked into the base of the fire.
So what was that like? What kind of terrain are they hiking in? This is a hot day, right? And so what kind of terrain are they working to get in and get access to the area?
Well, it starts out as a roadway and then quickly turns into a dirt path, and then from there fades away until they were just hiking directly into the bush right up to the base of the fire. Difficult for them because they're carrying tools and equipment and a small amount of water. But also they're needing to stay out of the way of the fire. Particularly this one, it was growing so rapidly upwards from where it had started. So they had to be very cautious they're not coming in above that fire and putting themselves in danger.
So are you confident that in a situation like that, given that, this kind of fire is something that I know your people are trained at, but it's not their main thing, are you confident that they're safe, as they approach a fire like that? You don't want to get them hemmed in or something.
Yeah, we train considerable amount to prepare for situations like this. On days like Sunday and days like today, we know where our fire danger is at. And on Sunday it was a 5, which is an extreme. And then by watching the weather for things like winds and the time of day, it really was kind of the perfect storm. We had achieved that 30-30 crossover where the temperature was above 30, the humidity was below, and we had a wind that was gusting well above 30. So those are all watch out factors for us and things that we prepare for sure. As much as we're glad it's over and it's been dealt with swiftly, it's very concerning because although we haven't identified a cause, we've chased down a number of campfires in that area in the last month or so. So while we don't know that that's what this one was, we do know that we're frequently up in that area for abandoned campfires, and this is a fire that may not have had to happen.
Right. So there's the warning. A little common sense here.
Absolutely. People may think we had a relatively quiet fire season so far, and we have, but the conditions are all there now. The temperatures are warm, the fuels are dry. It's a typical Okanagan afternoon when the wind starts blowing. And, these are the afternoons that myself and my fellow fire chiefs up and down the valley, think about each other and know that one of us may very well be dealing with an emergency like this.
Chief Jason Brolin, thanks very much for your time.
You bet. You're very welcome.